Alright guys, I had a few people wanting to know this, so I figured I would throw this video showing the cost for making your 223 rounds, or my cost with the market the way it is. I won't count the brass because I got the brass for free, but if you bought the brass, usually I've seen it from $10, $100 to on up. I guess you'd have to figure out the math on your brass and see what it is. Now, we did use the Hornady 224 55 grain full metal jackets, which I paid $146 for them. So we're going to say bullets at $146. Alright, and we used the Magtech primers. Usually when before all the craziness happens, you could get primers for about, camera's falling on me. You could get you could get primers for $20 a thousand, but with the way the market is now and everything, the primers are going to be, I paid $40 for 1,000. So per K. Okay. Alright, and the powder we used, IMR 4895. It's what I could get locally. I paid $30, like $29.99 for the powder. So we're gonna say powder. It's $30. Alright. We'll zoom in and we'll do the math on this for people that are interested. If I can get it to come in. Alright. So if we did the math, this was 146 for 1,000 bullets. Projectiles, if you will. And let's see if I can zoom out a little bit so you can see. I can't see in my camera, so maybe y'all can see. Did $146 for 1,000, and if you do the math on that, it comes up to 0.146. It's a little over 14.5 cents a piece, so we're going to say that's 15 cents per bullet, per finished round is in the bullet. Alright, and our primer, they were $40 a 1,000. You do the math, that comes up with a number like, round it up and everything, 40 divided by 1,000, you get 4 cents a piece. So we're at 4 cents for a primer. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Alright, and the powder, where was it? $30 for a 7,000 grains. And our charge that we were using, that we found was pretty effective, was 23.5 grains. But what we need to do is we need to figure out what 1 grain of powder costs. And 1 grain of powder, if you do the math, if you take the 30 and divide it by 7,000, you end up getting like a 0.004285714. And then we'll take that number and multiply it by 23.5 grains, and we end up at roughly 10 cents for your powder. And if you add all that up, 10 and 15 is 25, so we got 29 cents a round, which is a little high, because usually before all this stuff got crazy, you could buy the steel case stuff for 25 cents a round. If you do the math times 20, you're equaling up to $5.80 per box of brass. So roughly we're at $5.80 a box for 20 rounds right here, which is about 80 cents more, because I think they were like $4.96 before all the craziness started. But if you was to buy brass now, the cheapest I've seen it, and prices are starting to come down a little bit, is you can get it for $10 a box. So you're looking at $4.20 per 20. So you're saving about $4.20 a box reloading your own, if you're not counting the if you're not including the brass. I know a lot of people say you got to count that because you got to buy it. Well, if you scrounge like I do, people give you some brass, or you pick it up or save it. And I don't really consider that into the factor, because I might have paid for that brass one time, or swapped for it, or traded, or whatever. But like I said, the breakdown, we're coming down to about $5.80 per box of 20 for full metal jackets, which I don't think is too bad, considering most of the stores, I can't go to the store and pick up any ammo, because most of the time and if they do, you can only get one box. And as the market loosens up, I figure in about 9 months or so, where I paid $146 shipped for 1,000 of these. Used to, you could get these for $89, $99 1,000. I don't know if we'll ever get back to those prices, but that's the reason I reload, is because, you know, it's a whole lot easier for me to, okay, one payday, I got a little extra funds, go to the store, can't buy ammo because I only buy one box, but I can go and buy $40 worth of primers. And then next time I get a little bit of money, go to the store, well, I can only buy one box of ammo, but I can buy a pound of powder. And you can get the powder a whole lot cheaper online when it's in stock. Like I said, hopefully in about 9 months or so, everything will slow down and you'll be able to get this back, because I want to be able to get where I can order it in the 8-pound canisters, and then when you get your primers, where you can order them in like the 5 to 10,000 at a time, you can really substantiate that down. And even the bullets, you can get them a whole lot cheaper if you order them by like the 5 or 6,000. But invested in what I had in the current market and what I could get my hands on when I could get my hands on, like I said, we're looking at $5.80 a box, and which I don't think it's too bad, because we're right about the same price for steel cased before all the hype. And I remember when all this was craziness, and I could get a few components when I ordered them and they finally come in. 223 was like $25 a box for steel case stuff. So the prices are coming down. You know, we're I don't know that we'll ever see the prices we used to. I know I'm probably rambling on, but there's a little video of what I ended up spending, and I ended up spending $5.80 a box per 20 55 grain full metal jackets with a candelabra, brass cased. Alright, I'm gone.